Hi, I'm Chuck LIONBERGER, and welcome to the show. As you can see, we're here at the Salem Memorial Ballpark, and we're going to be introducing you to the registered apprentices for this school year. But first, let's hear more about the Student Registered Apprenticeship Program.
So Student Registered Apprenticeship is a chance for a student to begin an apprenticeship in conjunction with Department of Labor and Industry to come in and start working on hours that accumulate towards a total apprenticeship, and the end result of an apprenticeship accumulates to results in an industry credential that the student can use with that company or with another company of similar stature in the industry. If they should move somewhere, they'd be able to take that credential with them. But the apprenticeship affords the student a head start on a career.
It gives us an opportunity to work with young people, get them into the apprenticeship program, train them. They get an early start in their career, and it's been invaluable to us as far as finding people that want to be in the community and stay in the community when they would get completed with the program.
The opportunities that are afforded the students are multiple, and first and foremost, the students getting a head start by apprenticing with a company. They're getting a head start in high school working towards an official end result of a credential with the Department of Labor and Industry that's transferable, and a possible start on a career. So as students get into these jobs, the employers are working with them to gain those employability skills that they might not have perfected as a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old, but they're able to get into it, and the employers are understanding and willing to work with the students in that way.
It definitely is worth it. Like, you learn a lot of stuff, it's good money, and it helps you build a future for yourself.
It just makes everything, it rolls over. The amount of money that stays here in the valley, these students are staying here, they're making plans. This is just one thing in our quiver that keeps our young people here. You know, they're not moving off to get jobs somewhere else. So, you know, with what we generally pay starting for apprentice and what they can make when they finish, they're not just out there for a job. They're being taught a profession and having a good wage and good benefits when they graduate high school.
I think it's 100% worth it. I mean, you don't lose anything by applying. So I mean, I've met some great people and I've had a great time these past 2 years.
Well, we look at registered apprenticeship for companies in the Valley as a tool in their workforce development toolbox. That is just one piece. It's not a fix-all, but it could be a nice piece to the puzzle, especially in the climate we're in right now. It's being difficult to find folks to work for you. So. The process for a business would be to reach out to one of the school systems involved, Roanoke County, Roanoke City, Salem City, and reach out to the CTE personnel in those school districts to find out how to get involved. We can link you up with the Department of Labor and Industry representatives. You could reach straight out to Diana Lyons with the Department of Labor and Industry as well. We work closely with her and we communicate on a regular basis. So that's the first steps, is just communicating your interest to explore the possibilities.
Thanks so much. And without any further ado, let's meet our registered apprentices. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salem Memorial Ballpark. We are very proud to have you here tonight as we recognize the student registered apprentices for Roanoke County and Salem City. Joining me is Jason SUHR, Director of CTE for Roanoke County Public Schools.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's good to have everybody out on a beautiful evening. We're excited to do this evening, and as Chuck just said, my name's Jason SUHR with Roanoke County. I have to my right Jamie Soltis. He is the CTE counterpart in Salem City Schools. We also partner with Roanoke City Schools in this regional endeavor. Just want to give a little background, very brief. This whole apprenticeship thing began back in 2017-18 with a joint venture between Water Authority, Western Virginia Water Authority, Roanoke County Public Schools, Virginia Department of Labor and Industry, Virginia Department of Education, and with the assistance of the Roanoke County Office of Economic Development, we built this from 5 apprentices that original year, that first year, into what it is now, a regional program between Roanoke County Schools, Salem City, and Roanoke City. So we're proud of what it's become. I want to take just a few minutes to thank several groups of people for being here. Sponsors, first of all, for tonight's program, the Salem-Roanoke County Chamber of Commerce, the Salem Red Sox, Western Virginia Water Authority, and ServPro. Please give them a hand. And at this time, I think I'd like to turn the mic over to one of our sponsors from the Water Authority, none other than Mr. Mike Altizer.
I've been given a let's wind it up and let's go, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. And I'll tell you, this is absolutely wonderful. I am proud to say that the Water Authority was the first founding business with Roanoke County Schools and the Department of Labor to do an apprentice program. And we have seen absolutely some wonderful students that have came out of Roanoke County Schools and been a part of this program. I just wish that we could have competed a little bit better with some of the other companies, but everybody has to have some. So I appreciate all the businesses, and I hope that other businesses will reach out and touch other businesses to get into this. It's not hard. You can find a way to put them to work. Don't worry about that they're 16 years old. Send them out. We will, all our businesses, we will train them. We'll train them for a profession, and they will be just wonderful workers for this community. And this is one of the ways that we can start to keep our young people home. And I'm proud to say that of the apprentices that we've had for the 5 years inception of all this, we are hiring 48.9% of those students to full-time jobs and benefits, and again, not a job, but a profession. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Altizer. Also want to thank the following people and groups: Virginia Career Works. I think we had somebody here from Virginia Career Works. The school systems are represented by Mr. Jess Truax. I think he's here tonight. Dr. Ken Nicely is here, our superintendent from Roanoke County. And our soon-to-be superintendent, Dr. Curtis Hicks from Salem City Schools. We also have some local elected officials in attendance. Please take time to thank them for being here. We appreciate their support. Roanoke County Economic Development personnel are in our presence. Virginia Department of Labor and Industry folks, I'll introduce a couple of them here in just a minute. We also have our apprenticeship company sponsors and our students, and I want to take a special moment just to thank that group of people, the companies and the apprentices, their families, for thinking outside the box and making this possible. This is an important step and a great opportunity for a lot of students. Give them a hand if you would. And I think I'm going to give Trish Morrison just a minute to say something. Trish Morrison is the director of the Division of Registered Apprenticeship for the Virginia Department of Labor and Industry. She and Kathleen Eddington, the assistant director, came down to be with us from Richmond today.
Thank you, Jason. And we also have Diana Lyons, who is your regional apprenticeship consultant for this area. She will help anybody develop a program. I want to celebrate these students for your first career move, and thank you teachers and sponsors who are going to help them along the way and mentor them. And to all of you in the community, you should welcome your newest taxpayers.
Thank you very much, Trish. And without further ado, we're going to get on to the recognitions with Mr. LIONBERGER.
Thank you so much, Jason. Hey, folks, let's say thanks so much to the people who have worked so hard to create all these opportunities for these great students. Let's hear your thanks. All right, but the reason you're here, who's ready to meet our apprentices? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Who's ready to meet our apprentices? We're going to get started with Balzer & Associates. Balzer & Associates is a design and architecture firm based in Roanoke. They're looking for apprentice candidates interested in learning about surveying and related fields. By the way, we're also really proud that one of our graduate apprentices, Phoenix Angel, is the first person in the state to complete the Survey Technician Apprenticeship Program, the first person in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. So, our 21 student registered apprentice is Camden Freeland. Camden will participate in the Survey Technician Apprenticeship, so let's hear it for Camden. Next up is Blue Ridge Tire Center. Blue Ridge Tire Center is an American family-owned and operated business specializing in auto, light truck, and commercial tire sales and service. They are seeking apprentices in the office management field. Serving as an office management apprentice is Braden Stegall. Unfortunately, Braden couldn't be with us today. Next up, we have Brown Hound Tree Service. Family-owned and operated, Brown Hound Tree Service employees have more than 50 years of combined experience in the tree care industry. They are looking for apprentices in the office management field, and Alyssa Nunley will be an office management apprentice. So let's hear it for Alyssa. Our next several apprentices will be working with G&H Contracting. Since 1989, G&H Contracting has provided clients a quality, cost-effective project delivered on time. They build the kind of relationship that fosters an enjoyable construction experience and peace of mind. They are looking for apprentices in the field of construction. Our first student registered apprentice with G&H Contracting is Eli Epperson. Eli will be a construction apprentice. Unfortunately, Eli couldn't be with us today. Our next student registered apprentice is Jacob Monk. Jacob will be a construction apprentice, so let's hear for Jacob. Our next construction apprentice with G&H is Tobias Rowland. Now, last year, Tobias received the Outstanding Apprentice Award from the Virginia Department of Labor and Industry, so let's hear it for Tobias. Next up, we have the apprentices with G.J. Hopkins. G.J. Hopkins is a Roanoke-based mechanical and electrical contracting business for the commercial market. Part of the branch group, G.J. Hopkins is looking for apprentices in the mechanical and electrical fields. Our first apprentice with G.J. is Joshua Albert. Joshua will be an electrical apprentice, so let's hear it for Joshua. Next up is Grayson Brosda. Grayson will participate in a sheet metal apprenticeship, so let's hear it for Grayson. Next up is Blake Dixon. Blake will be an electrical apprentice. And our final apprentice with GJ is Bobby Draper. Bobby will be a plumbing apprentice. Now let's introduce the apprentice with Integer. Integer is a global leader in the design and development of medical devices and power solutions for the medical and non-medical markets. Integer is looking for apprentices in the machining and manufacturing fields. Gage Colch will be a machining apprentice with Integer. Unfortunately, Gage couldn't be with us today. But our other apprentice who is with us is Connor Urquhart, who will also be a machining apprentice. So let's hear it for Connor. Coming up next is Medico. For almost 50 years, Medico has led the security industry in innovation and quality, guarding lives and assets at facilities worldwide. Medico is seeking apprentices in the field of machining and tool die making, and serving as a machining apprentice is Matthew Dillon. Yes, let's hear it for Matthew. Now it's time to meet the apprentice with Merson. Merson designs and manufactures corrosion-resistant and process equipment in a wide range of materials. With more than 50 years of thermal and mechanical design experience, Merson equipment is engineered for reliability and performance. Merson is seeking apprentices in the manufacturing field. Serving as a welding apprentice is Logan Moore. Let's hear it for Logan. Our final group of apprentices will be with the Western Virginia Water Authority. The mission of the Western Virginia Water Authority is to protect and manage essential water resources through the delivery of quality water and wastewater service to customers. They are seeking apprenticeship candidates interested in working in the drinking water, wastewater, and distribution sectors of the company. Now, as you heard, the Water Authority helped us launch this student registered apprenticeship program several years ago, and we are incredibly proud to continue that outstanding partnership with the Water Authority. So our first apprentice is Grayson Davidson. Grayson will participate in a water production apprenticeship. So let's hear it for Grayson. Our next apprentice is Kara Hopkins. Kara is going to be a wastewater treatment apprentice. Let's hear it for Kara. Next up, we have Watson Copel. Watson will be a meter operations apprentice. So let's hear it for Watson. Next, we have Landon Marshall. Landon will be a field operations apprentice. So let's hear it for Landon. Coming up next, we have Alex THEODOR. Alex will be a water production apprentice. So let's hear it for Alex. It's time to meet Fiona Thurston. Fiona will be a meter operations apprentice. So let's hear it for Fiona. And our final apprentice for this evening is Sam Wilcox. Sam will be a water production apprentice. So let's hear for Sam. And folks, just how quickly this changes, we have a last-minute addition. Literally within the last about 3 hours, Tread Corporation is in the process of adding Cody Hinckley as a welding apprentice. And this just shows that the program continues to grow as more companies realize the excellent potential of the Student Registered Apprenticeship Program. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our round of apprentices for this year. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about Roanoke County Public Schools, be sure to check us out online at www.rcps.us. And remember, if you're a partner business and are interested in the Student Registered Apprenticeship Program, just contact our Career and Technical Education Department. I'm Chuck LIONBERGER. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.